Hey Araxians, Rival X Factor here with the Planetside 2 Basic Training, Episode 6. And we're going to talk about the map system. To access this, you simply hit M on your keyboard. Before we get started, let's talk about navigation. There's two ways to navigate this. You simply left click and drag where you want to go, or use these navigation keys in the upper left-hand corner of the map system. Now let's talk about zooming. There's two ways to zoom in and out. One, you can drag the slider or hit the plus or minus icon, or the quicker way, mouse wheel up, mouse wheel down. And let's say you kind of get lost in the commotion. How do you get back home without taking a lot of time? There's a button in the top left hand corner that says center on me. As you can see, I'm in the new conglomerate warp gate as indicated by the glowing icon. Up in the top left hand corner, we can also see the continents that are in play. I can take a look at the other continents that I am not on by simply clicking on them. And the same navigational rules apply here. And of course, if you get lost, you can simply hit center on me. It'll bring you back home. The statistics box is located in the upper right hand corner. It can tell you a lot about not only the world, but the continent you're on. Obviously, you can see the population of the world's pretty well balanced right now at 33% each. The Indar population is a little bit heavy towards the NC. And let's take a look at the territory control. Oh, by the way, you can look at territory control and the population by simply clicking on the other continents. Next up is the Resources tab over here on the right hand side, and this is important to know. Your empire will periodically gain resources through owning territory that's connected to your warp gate through friendly areas. So all of this blue area that I'm highlighting is periodically giving resources to the new conglomerate. How else do you get to earn these resources? By fighting in said area. You will gain the resource associated with that area through experience. The Planetside 2 map system tries to alert you by flashing a white color when something is going on. To access this, you simply highlight over the region and a box pops up in the left hand side of the map and it tells you what's going on. Enemy platoons detected at Alatum. Let's take a look at another one, Snake Ravine. Look at this. You see that bar that's slowly going up? That's the tug-of-war style capture system that Planetside 2 presents. That means their new conglomerate on the capture point right now, taking that area, defending that area. Let's take a look at another one. Indar Bay Point. Enemy platoon detected, meaning there's quite a few people there. It's VS territory, but it's slowly going up towards the NC way. How do they stop this? The VS would have to eliminate all the NC on this point and put bodies on that capture point, causing the tug-of-war scale to go the opposite direction to neutralize it and eventually defend it. There's something that dictates how fast this can happen, and that's our next subject, and that's influence. As you see in this pie chart, the VS have 73% influence. What's that mean? 73% of the outlying area is owned by VS. That dictates how fast and how slow this bar goes up and down for NC or VS. Obviously, if VS come back in this area, stop the NC, that bar is going to quickly go back towards the VS way. Or it's going to take the NC quite a while to capture this. Lastly, in the region bar is the connected benefits. As your empire takes a biolab, you gain health regeneration, an amp station, turret heat reduction, a tech plant, main battle tank acquisition. Your empire receives that as long as you are in connected regions, as portrayed here by the TR. How would you lose that? Let's give you for instance. Let's say the NC or VS take West Highlands Checkpoint and Quartz Ridge Camp. That would cut off this tech plant from the rest of the TR territory, therefore not allowing the TR to pull tanks from Dahaka or Sarva. The waypoint system in Planetside 2 can be used in several different ways. The way you do this is you simply access the map, right-click, set a waypoint, and then you can right-click again and clear waypoints. If you're a squad leader, you can set a squad waypoint as well by going through the same steps. These can be utilized to indicate a place to attack, a place to defend, a place to meet, or just a reference point. If you're fighting in the sky, it's nice to know where the friendly air is to retreat back to. Lastly, let's talk about the instant action and hotspot deployment system. There's several ways to utilize this. First, you can look at a hotspot and simply hit deploy. Within 10 seconds, you'll pod drop to that area. But be careful, there's a pretty hefty cooldown associated with doing this. You can also use the instant action bar at the bottom left. And of note, sometimes these are on different continents. So at the push of a button, you can change locations and be on a different continent, fighting a different empire. Thanks for watching this episode of Basic Training. And don't forget, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we'll see you soon.
Sony.